Hey, decisions. If you're thinking about buying a house here in Phoenix, Arizona, and my job is to just give you all the facts, right? And then you have to decide with certainty right here and power and also in your heart. But I tell my clients that I'm helping right now is if you're thinking about buying a house in Phoenix, Arizona, number one, it's long term. Okay, it's no more short term. It's going to be long term. Now, the benefits right now of being a home buyer, I mean, it's through the roof. We're getting seller concessions. We're getting home warranty. We're even getting contract prices below list. These houses below list. I'm talking about 10, 15, maybe even $20,000 because we have more inventory available. Right? Affordability is pretty difficult here in Phoenix. I'm not going to kid you. Interest rates are high. Home prices are high. But the opportunities are endless right now if you're a home buyer to purchasing a house here in Phoenix, Arizona. Right now, you got 15,188 options to buy a house. And you just got to decide. And you got to think long term. Okay? You got to think long term right now. The short term game is over here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's going to be long term. And I honestly think that this 15,000 listings is going to get gobbled up. Okay? Once now the kids are back in summer, once kids are now back in school and summer is over, people are going to start shopping around now. Okay? The snowbirds are going to come in again. Okay? We're open up for business. So do I think some of this inventory is going to be gobbled up? Yeah, I kind of do. I do. Q3, Q4, it's going to be gobbled up. How much? I don't know. You know what? Interest rates go up, they go down. The Fed keeps on increasing these interest rates. And then I've seen interest rates focus like this. They keep on going like a wave. It's not like the stock market. Housing is not like the stock market. We're like a big Titanic. We got to wait for the data so we can kind of see over this iceberg and be like, hey, this is what's going to happen. But the number one thing I'm telling my clients who walk in my office or via Zoom is long term. So with that being said, let's start getting into this data. I want to just give it to you, and then you can decide. So before we get into the charts, my friend, if you made it this far, my name is Victor Wirth. I'm a local real estate agent and investor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Been here since 2000. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in some real estate, all my contact information below, and hopefully we can help you. So with that being said, let's get into the chart because I just love to get into the data. And data is my friend. Being an ex-engineer, data never lies, math never lies, and I just love it. So the first chart I want to show you is the monthly median sales price right here. Okay. Now this is all resale. Okay. And this is based on the calendar month. Now all the data that I get is from the Crawford report. Tina Tamborn, she's awesome. I love her. She does a really, really great job. Excuse my phone. Sorry. Just blowing up over here. And, I love this data because this is exactly what I show my buyers my clients who come into my office or via Zoom. I can share this data with them and be like, hey, you're looking to buy in this certain city. Let's take a look at the zip code. Let's take a look at the inventory, etc. So monthly median sales price, $547,900. This is August of 2022. Okay. Now, in June, it was 600,000. So you see this is coming down, right? And it's coming down because it's affordability issue. We have high rates. Home prices are high. Inflation is at 9%. I just checked that today here in Arizona. So yeah, there's a lot of things that could be negative, but you're going to have to think long term right now, right? You're going to have to think long term. This home prices, I don't know how far it's going to go down, to be honest with you. I can't predict that, right? It's all dependent on the economy, what's happening here in Arizona. I mean, we're still helping clients here in Phoenix purchase. We're still helping home sellers sell their house as well. Got a listing coming up in Mesa. Probably another listing coming up over here by the Cardinal Stadium. So people are still making moves, to be honest with you. Okay. And I show the proof in my YouTube channel here with you guys. Like, hey, those images, those graphics that you see before the video, those are my clients, right? Those are the homes that I'm actually helping people buy, sell, and invest here in real estate. So 547,900 is where we're at for August 22. Now, that's the monthly median sales price, and you're like, man, that's kind of high. It is kind of high for Phoenix, Arizona, because people who make this income can't afford that. But people who are moving here can't afford it. There's some people who do here, work here, married couples, they can't afford that price of the house. Now, it's going to be dependent on the location. Now, that's the average across all zip codes, across all cities, single family homes, right? Does it mean you have to purchase that at that price? No, it doesn't mean you have to purchase that price. We can find something a little bit less for you. Okay. Now, it might not be your dream house. Well, my first house was not the dream house, right? It took me quite some time to get to this. I wouldn't even consider my dream house, but a very functional house for us, for me and my family, that we love, the location, the setup, right? It just fits our needs. It's going to take some time, but I see some of this inventory getting gobbled up. And honestly, I think this home price right here, show it to you again, I think it's going to dip a little bit lower, right? Maybe about 20,000, and then it's going to go back up. I honestly do think it's going to go back up. The reason why I say that is because we're coming into where winter season, a lot of snowbirds come in here. They're looking for that second home, that vacation home, and a lot of inventory is going to, is going to get depleted. How much? I don't know. That's my prediction. Okay, I might be wrong, but I think the sales price is going to dip a little bit and it's going to go back up. Okay, I've been calling Calizona for a long time. I've been calling Phoenix Calizona for a long time. And as you can see by that chart, if you didn't purchase down here in 2012, look at this. It's just been going up and up and up. Okay, and this is where rates were low. So that being said, that's this chart. And let's go give you some more data. I want you to make a really good decision here. I'm watching out for you. Okay, I'm watching out for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the next chart I want to show you is price cuts. I am seeing some price cuts like mad here in Phoenix, Arizona. So that's why I'm saying is like when we write a contract, we're going to look at this data and we're really going to be detail oriented here. That's how I am. I'm very detailed orientated. Okay, just from my previous career, and that's how I operate my business, is we're going to look at the math, we're going to look at the location, we're going to look at the facts, and we're going to see some data. I'm going to pull up some charts right here. When you come to my office or when we're talking on Zoom and when I'm telling you, hey, I think we should offer this, it started right here. Look at 288 homes in January 30th of 2022. But now today, July 31st, there it is. 2022, we have 3,484 number of listings that have had price cuts. Now, this is all prices. So as you can see here, is I have all the zip codes right here, all the price ranges. So we're going to dig deep in the city, the zip codes. We're going to see what's the dollar amount of price cuts, right? We can dig into the price ranges of what's going on as far as price cuts. Look at this one, $15,000. Of course, this is everything. This is all single family homes. Okay. Now, if you see that graph, you see they were in the negative. So now, we're getting some massive price cuts. So we're going to deep dive into this when you're looking to buy a house long-term here. Okay. And you're thinking about buying a house in Phoenix, Arizona. This is a massive chart that I dig into. Okay. Not only that, is using the MLS system of how many homes are being sold, right? Days on market, right? How many contracts have they had? Have they had any open houses? We're going to dig deep in all this data. And then we're going to be like, you want $500,000 for that house? Well, we're going to give you full $80 and close in 30 days. And we want home warranty. We want inspections, right? You're going to fix some stuff if it comes back, because that's what's happening right now in this market. Buyers have the upper hand now. And you, my friend, home buying is fun back. It's back to fun for home buyers. And all you home sellers, you better price your house right, or else you're not going to get no contract. All right, guys. So all kidding aside, I want to get into the listing success rate. For you as a home buyer, you have to put yourself in the seller's shoes, right? I have to see like, okay, what is going on in this market? What is the listing success rate? Because some of these listings are not being sold. You have a really good opportunity to purchase a house. So this is the listing success rate for the last 90 days. And you could see here is if you're looking between 300 and 400,000, oh, it just updated. There's 85%, 84.5% that listings are going to sell. Okay. Look at the canceled listings. There's 756. Now, if you get up to the 400, 500,000, look at this drop. 78.5% did close, 74%, 72%, 69% from 1 million to 2 million. And over 2 million, you're sitting at 57%. So if you're in the luxury market, you're negotiating. You can negotiate a lot right here. Okay. But there's got to be, you got to find the pain points of why that seller wants to sell. Either they're selling to retire, they're selling to move out of the state, they're selling to upgrade to another house, they're selling to downgrade to another house. So your agent has to probe these questions to see what's going on to get you the best deal. Okay. So with that being said, is we look at this chart a lot. I'll show it to you again. And you dig deep when you're thinking about buying a house in Phoenix, Arizona. If your agent is not presenting you with data like this, my friend, you got the wrong agent, because this data should be presented when you're about to write your offer via Zoom or at the office, right? Or even before when you go looking. I like to do this before as well. I'd be like, hey, we're going to look at the zip code. Let's look at some stuff going on so we can kind of get the feel of the house. We'll do this the day before via Zoom. Then when we go looking for houses, okay, when you're thinking about buying a house in Phoenix, Arizona, you kind of know like, hey, yeah, we're at the 500 to 600 price range right here. Okay, we've had 785 listings expired, and I use that as a negotiation tactic with the listing agent. Like, hey, there's 785 homes that are expired. Do you want to be the 786 home, or do you want to get your property sold? Right? That's the tactic. If your buyer's agent is not showing you this data, you've hired the wrong agent, my friend. And I would just wish you luck out there in this competitive market, because you have a lot of inventory now, right? You can pick and choose now. You can pick and choose your fruit, the one you really want to eat right now. But remember, it's going to be long-term. Long-term hold right now, long-term. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So another chart that I like to dig deep with my home buyers when they're thinking about buying a house here in Phoenix, Arizona, is list price versus sales price. Now, this chart kind of gives you an automatic discounted. It already gives you a discount, right, of what's going on with the market. Let me move my fat head over here. Now, you can see this chart here. We are at list price versus sales price right here. Now, look at this. Average list price of contracts is $295.29 per square foot, but the sold price is $289.89 per square foot. So there you go, right? That is almost a $10 difference, and it is going down. So when you're writing the contract, you kind of want to be like down here, right? You want to take some hits. You want to take some strikes, right? And we're going to say, you see this downward trend. I presented to the selling agent, hey, this is where your zip code is going. This is what we're seeing in the market. We're going to ask for some stuff. And this is all cities, as you can see here. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. This is all cities, all zip codes. Let me take this off. Let me just put single family homes. My fault. There you go. 298 and 293 per square foot, 298 and 293. So there's a lot of room for negotiation, and there's going to be more room for negotiation later as well. But the inventory, like I was telling you, is, let me go back here. Let me change this back to 0. Okay, you got 15,189 options. Okay, that's what you got. 15,189 options to choose from right now as far as listings for sale. So you have a lot of inventory to choose from, right? But your offers still got to be structured well, and we're getting seller assistance. Now, some are using it for closing costs, but some are using it for a buy down program, right? A 2-1 or a 3-1, where they're buying down their interest rate, or some are just using it to buy down their interest rate over the 30 years. Now, we can still get you a 4% interest rate, which is a great rate, but you have to have great income. Okay, you have to have a great credit score. You have to be at a job for quite some time. Your debt's got to be low, and it's still possible. And even if you're in the 4.8, 5%, that buy down money is going to save you a lot on that interest rate and reduce your payment. So that's how we're making stuff affordable right now. Now, is the market going to crash? I'm a firm believer here as an investor in owning rental properties. Me and my wife sat down, to be honest, and we're like, hey, maybe we should unload these. And I said, wait, babe, let me just dig into some data here and see what's going on. If our market was going to crash, I would have sold all those properties that went to cash, hard cash. Okay. I'm a firm believer our market is strong. We got a lot of job growth here. We got a lot of people moving here, okay, relocating here to live in Phoenix, Arizona. So this is why our local market here in Phoenix, Arizona, 100%, 99.9%, I feel it's not going to crash. Now, can the government do something to make the economy crash? Yeah, they can. But I'm talking about as real estate as a whole here in Phoenix, Arizona, I don't believe it's going to crash. Okay. But this is a decision you have to make for yourself. If I could do it, you can do it too. And I have faith in you, right? You just got to work with somebody who's truthful, who's not after the damn commission check, and who can say, you know what, you're just not in the right place to buy a house right now. If you buy this house, you're going to be broke. You're going to be house poor, right? Paying that payment. And you're going to call me in 6 months and needing to sell. And you're going to hate me for it. And I'm okay saying, no, you know what? You're not in the right place to buy a house. And if you still want to go buy a house, well, then go hire another agent, because I'm not going to be responsible for you, okay, making a bad decision. It's hard. I'm not going to kid you. There's clients that come into my office and they're sitting on it and they say like, hey, you know, we're just going to kick back and relax for a while. And I say, hey, that's cool. I get it. I totally get it. I'm not going to push you, but my prediction is this inventory is going to get gobbled up. You're going to come back and want to buy a house when we're at 5,000 listings, and you're not going to have that opportunity like you have right now. So I'm putting that out there so you know what I'm saying is truthful and honest, and you know how difficult it's going to be in the future, right? So if you're worried about prices going down, yes, prices are coming down, but we can negotiate your contract where I think the bottom might be, or really close to that bottom, and still get you some incentives on your contract, and you own your house. And I'm a firm believer, you buy real estate and you just wait it out. You never wait to buy real estate. It's changed my entire life and my family's life, and create some generational wealth for your kids, right? Or for yourself as well. I hope you enjoyed today's video. All my information is below. Just reach out. Okay, you made it this far. Reach out to me. We can talk some investment strategies, real estate strategies, buying your first house, your second house, Airbnb, whatever you would like. Or we could just talk about the truth.
If you have any questions, email me at victor@freeagentproperties.com. Again, that email address is victor@freeagentproperties.com, where we release new videos each week on home buyer tips, home seller tips, the Phoenix housing market updates, so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. We will talk to you soon.